Now, how do we get here? Well, as we remember, banks invested people's money into a risky stock market, into risky loans, and when they crashed, people lost everything. But it wasn't just people. Businesses had put money into these banks as well. So these banks were using businesses' money to purchase these risky stocks, to finance these risky loans. And when they crashed, business money was lost too. Now that business lost money, if they were lucky enough to survive, well, they had to let go of a lot of people because their money is now dried out. So when people lost their jobs, they have no way to finance their homes. They have no way to pay back their loans. They have no way to survive. So people default on their loans. People default on their homes. The banks pick up banks that survived during this time, pick up these bad loans, and then they kick the people out, and then they're able to sell these properties at a later value at a later date. So it's not like people were able to, well, the bank defaulted, I can stay here free. No, that's not how it works. Somebody else will pick up that loan. You still owe that money. And so the banks that were able to survive during the Great Depression, they bought these properties at cheap rates on foreclosures, scooped them all up, and the people got kicked out. So you had people that lost everything. They lost their cars, they lost their savings, they lost their homes, and for many people, they lost their family. As you had quite a few men desert their families because they no longer were the breadwinners and couldn't support their families, and they couldn't deal with that. They could not deal with it, so they abandoned their families. So this was a very, very tough time for a lot of Americans.